Hi viewers, welcome to my channel. This is Rekha Venkateshwarlu, Assistant Professor of Physics, Government Degree College for Women, Nalgonda. Today, I am going to talk about the topic electric potential. This is BSc Physics 5th semester syllabus Electromagnetism Unit 1. The plan of my talk is as follows. Introduction, concept of electric potential due to a point charge. Then after we will discuss electric potential due to 2-point charges. After that, electric potential due to an electric dipole, null potential point. Lastly, we will see the discussion of electric potential due to many point charges. Yes. Now we are going to discuss about the topic electrostatic potential. Electric potential concept in extension to the last 8 lecture. This is the 9th lecture of electrostatics. Yes. Let us consider an electric field due to a point charge plus q. Okay. So this is the space around a point charge in which it has its influence. That is called electric field. Now, I am bringing a 1 coulomb of charge, unit positive charge, from infinity to a point P in the electric field. In that process, whatever the work done is called as the potential at that point. So electric potential is defined as the work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to a point in the electric field is called electric potential at that point. Suppose a test charge Q0 is bringing into the electric field to the point P, W. Then what is the work done for unit positive charge in moving from infinity to that point? So that is I am writing in bringing the test charge Q0 to the point P, the work done is W. So how much work done for bringing unit positive charge? That equal to W by Q0. This is called potential at that point. Since we consider the point P, I am writing V at P is equal to W by Q0. Okay. If you observe this formula, what is the unit? The SI unit of work is joule by SI unit of charge is coulomb. Joule by coulomb. That equals to 1 volt. So the SI unit of electric potential is volt or joule by coulomb, right? It is a scalar quantity because here we are measuring the work done. Work done in moving the test charge from infinity to a point in the electric field. So work is a scalar, charge is a scalar, therefore electric potential is also a scalar. That is also you can understand from the formula. Otherwise, by the definition also you can understand that point. Okay, now let us see the electric potential due to a point charge. Electric potential due to a single point charge. Single point charge. So that is now we are going to calculate. So for that, you consider the same figure. This is the electric field of a point charge plus q, right? This is the point at infinity distance point A. Now you consider in this path a point B and one more point in the electric field P. So the point P is at the distance R from the point charge R, the point charge Q. Okay. Now the distance of the point B from the point charge Q, say X. I'm writing it is X. Okay. So at the point P, again, I am considering a small length element, a displacement element, it is dx. So the infinity point is A. The point B is at the distance x from the point charge. The point P is at the distance r, which is in the electric field. Now we have to calculate the potential at the point P. Okay. So now here, according to our definition, the work done in bringing the 1 coulomb of positive charge from infinity to a point P is called as electric potential at that point, right? So now, suppose that a test charge Q naught is placed at the point B. Okay, the point B is at the distance x from the point charge. Then what would be the field strength at that point? Electric field strength at the point B is equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by x square. Okay. So at this field, its direction, E bar direction is along PB bar, along PB bar in this direction. At this point, now I am keeping the unit test charge Q naught. Therefore, force on test charge, force on test charge F is equal to Q naught E, which is acting in the direction PB bar, PB bar direction. Okay. Now my intention is I am bringing this test charge Q naught through the displacement dx, through the displacement dx against the field in this direction. At the point B, the work done in moving the test charge Q naught against the electric field through the displacement dx is given by dw is equal to force into displacement. But here the force direction is right side. The force here against the field we are doing the work. Therefore, this will be minus f into dx. dw equal minus f dx, that equal to minus q naught e dx. The work done by the agent against the electric field. That's why we got minus sign. F bar dot ds bar. F bar dot ds bar. So we will get minus sign there. Minus f dx equal to minus q naught e dx. Right. So now the total work done in bringing the test charge from the point infinity to the point P, double equal integral infinity to r dw. What I am saying, the total work done in bringing the test charge Q naught from infinity to a point P, which is at the distance r from the given point charge, infinity to r, equal to integral infinity to r minus q naught e dx, minus q naught e dx. Okay. Now, yes. So that gives the total work done double equal integral infinity to r dw. dw what we have minus q naught e dx, equation 1. But we have the field strength E is equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by x square. Substituting that, integral infinity to r, to write minus sign outside, q naught 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by x square. That equals to minus q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught integral infinity to r 1 by x square dx equal to minus q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught minus 1 by x limits infinity to r equal to q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught r. So this represents what the total work done in displacing the test charge q naught from infinity to a point P. Therefore, what would be the work done in bringing the unit positive charge, that is W by q naught, equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. That is the electric potential at that point. V is equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. From this, it is very clear that V inversely proportional to R. So this equation represents the electrostatic potential due to a single point charge Q at the distance R from it. Right. Now, yes. Now the next concept we are going to discuss is potential due to two charges. Potential due to 2-point charges. Right. You consider two charges Q1, Q2. The distance between them is R. Okay. Let P be the point midway of line joining the two charges. Then this distance is R1. This is R2. What is the potential at the point P? This is the question. So potential due to the Q1 at the distance R1, V1 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 by R1. Potential due to this point charge at the distance R2, V2 equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 by R2. Therefore, total potential at the point P is given by V1 plus V2. Vp equal to V1 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught taking common Q1 by R1 plus Q2 by R2. Okay. Similarly, let us take one more example. Now Q1, it is minus Q2. Again, I am considering the point P on the line joining the two charges. The distance of P from Q1, say R1, distance of minus Q2 from P, R2. So we have to calculate the potential at the point P. Potential due to Q1, what is that? V1 equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 by R. Potential due to charge Q2, what is that? Minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 by R2. The net potential at that point equal V1 plus V2 equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 by that equal Q1 by R1 minus Q2 by R2. Simply, you take the algebraic sum of the potential due to the individual charges because it is a scalar quantity. If there is a positive sign, you take the same sign, positive sign of the charge. If there is a negative sign, take the as it is the same sign. Now the calculation of electric potential on electric dipole. Electric potential due to electric dipole. Electric dipole. Here we will see the two cases. So before that, again, I am recapitulating the definition of electric dipole. When two equal and opposite charges, minus q plus q, which are separated by some distance 2l, that system is said to be electric dipole. Here, minus q plus q at the distance 2l, the center of the dipole is O. Okay. Now, it's a dipole moment P bar equal to charge q into the length of the dipole 2l bar. The direction of this dipole moment is always along the dipole axis minus q2 plus q. This is the direction of P bar. Okay. Now, first let us see the calculation of electric potential on the axis of dipole. Electric potential on the dipole axis. Dipole axis. Right. So minus q. This is plus q. The length of the dipole is 2l. The midpoint or center point of the dipole, say O. Now this is the dipole axis. On this I am considering the point P. the distance of this point from the center of dipole, say r. Now, to calculate the electric potential at this point, here, the first we're writing the potential due to minus q at this. Potential due to minus q. Potential due to minus q at point P is given by V minus is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus q by this distance, or it is L. It would be R plus L. Potential due to plus q is given by V plus is equal to. So since this distance is R, this would be R minus L, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by R plus L. The net potential at that point P, Vp is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught V minus plus V plus. Q also common. 1 by R plus L minus 1 by, it is R minus L. Yes, it is R minus L. 1 by R minus L minus 1 by R plus L. Okay. This is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. Here R minus L into R plus L is LCM. R plus L minus R plus L. Minus R plus R cancel, equal to Q L plus L 2L by 4 pi epsilon naught R square minus L square, equal to Q into 2L is dipole moment, capital P, by 4 pi epsilon naught R square minus L square. So finally, what we got, V at P is equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital P by R square minus L square. This is a general formula for the electric potential on the dipole axis at the distance R from its center, where 2L is the dipole length. When we consider the short dipole, then L square is very much less than R square. In this form, you can neglect L square. In that case, for a short dipole, V axial is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R square. P by R square. So here, V axial inversely proportional to R square. You should remember that in the case of a single point charge, there V inversely proportional to R. But for the case electric dipole on the axis, electric potential varies with the distance according to this relation. V axial inversely proportional to R square. Okay. Now let us calculate the potential on the equatorial line of potential on the equatorial line of dipole, line of a electric dipole. Yes. So for that again, you consider the figure minus q plus q. It is electric dipole, length 2L, the midpoint of the dipole say O. Now this is the bisector line of electric dipole. On this, at the distance R from the center, I am considering the point P. Right. So due to minus q, the potential say V1, due to the plus q potential say V2. Now the net potential at that point we will get from V1 plus V2. Right. So now potential, right? Potential due to minus q at P is given by V minus is equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus q by this distance. Since it is R, this is L. From Pythagoras theorem, this would be root of R square plus L square. It is root r square plus L square. R square plus L square. Similarly, we can write potential due to plus Q at P V plus is equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square plus L square root of R square plus L square. This one, same distance. This is the root of R square plus L square. Okay. The total potential. The total potential at that point V equal V plus V minus equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q by root R square plus L square plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by root of R square plus L square. Let's cancel, equal to 0. So therefore the conclusion is electrostatic potential on the equatorial line of electric dipole at every point is 0. You take any point because the distance of that point from minus Q and plus Q is the same, then the net potential must be equals to 0. This is called equipotential line. This line is called zero potential line. Zero potential line. So here V equals to 0, but the field strength not equals to 0. Field strength direction like this, plus Q2 minus Q are anti-parallel to P bar. So therefore, you can remember that V equal to 0. V can be 0 without E cannot be without E equal to 0. Example, best example is this one. On the equatorial line of electric dipole, the potential equals to 0, but electric field strength cannot be equal to 0. Okay. Now, yes. Now, how to calculate the electric potential due to system of many charges? System of many charges. Say Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, some Qn. There are 5 charges in the space. Now have to calculate the potential at the point P, right? So at this point, there is electric field of Q1, electric field of Q2, electric field of Q3, Q4 electric field, Qn electric field, all are acting here. Therefore, the net potential at that point is equals to the potential due to the Q1 plus potential due to Q2, Q3, Q4, Qn. So that is we are writing potential due to Q1. Potential due to Q1, V1 is equals to 1 by, from this distance R1, Q2 to P point distance R2 say, the distance of Q3 from P R3, this is R4, say it is Rn. Okay, so here Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Qn, which are at the distances R1, R2, R3, R4, Rn respectively. Now we are writing the potential due to Q1 at the point P. V1 equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 by R1. Similarly, V2 equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 by R2. V3 equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q3 by R3. V4 equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q4 by R4. Vn equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Qn by Rn. The net potential at that point is equal V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4 plus Vn, that equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught taking common Q1 by R1 plus Q2 by R2 plus Q3 by R3 plus Q4 by R4 plus Qn by Rn. So what is the conclusion here? The net potential due to system of many charges at any point in that region is equal to the algebraic sum of the potential due to the individual charges. Vp equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So there, you remember that if there is a positive charge, you sign positive sign. If there is a negative charge, you take as this negative sign. Therefore, since it is a scalar quantity, to calculate the net potential at any point in the space in which if there are many charges are existing, the total potential at that point is equal to the algebraic sum of electric potential due to the individual charges. Okay, now, so in the present discussion, what we discussed is first we define the electric potential. So that is the work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to a point in the electric field is called as electric potential at that point. It is a scalar quantity. Its SI unit is volt. So in that, the potential difference can be defined as the work done in moving a unit positive charge from one point to another point is called potential difference between those 2 points. Okay. So from that, we calculated electrostatic potential due to a single point charge. So that is given by V equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Then after, we discussed about the electric potential in the case of electric dipole. Here we have seen two cases. Calculation of the potential on the dipole axis. That formula V axial equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital P by R square minus L square. For a short dipole, V axial equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R square. Here V axial inversely proportional to R square. General formula V equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta by R square, where theta is angle between the line joining the dipole center to the constant point where we are calculating the potential to the dipole axis. So after that, we calculated the electrostatic potential on the equatorial line of electric dipole. So general formula already I told you V equal P cos theta by 4 pi epsilon naught R square. In this case, theta equal to 90 degree. So from that, it is very clear that V equatorial equals to 0. So therefore, at every point on the bisector of the electric dipole, electric potential is always equal to 0. Therefore, equatorial line of electric dipole can be treated as the zero potential point. So on the equatorial line of electric dipole, at every point V equals to 0, but electric field strength cannot be equals to 0. You should remember this. So after that, we discussed about how to calculate the electrostatic potential due to the system of many charges. In a region, if there are many charges are located, then to calculate the potential at any point is equal to simply the sum of electrostatic potential due to the individual charges, V equal V1 plus V2 plus V3 and so on. So with this, we conclude this topic. Thank you.